Hello, my name is Dr. Yaya Sissoko, Professor of Economics, Department of Finance and Economics at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 12, Unemployment. This video is about unemployment compensation. So unemployment benefits are typically paid up to 26 weeks of unemployment, but this length is frequently extended by Congress during the recession. The level of unemployment benefit depends on previous earning. The replacement ratio averages about 60% for low-wage workers and about 25% for high-wage workers. Unemployment insurance, on the other hand, lengthens the duration of unemployment spell and increases the probability that workers are laid off temporarily. Figure 1 illustrated the probability of finding a new job and the unemployment insurance benefit. So the probability that unemployed workers find a new job depends on the number of weeks remaining before exertion of the benefit. So a worker, for instance, a typical worker with 5 to 10 weeks left of UI benefit has a probability of finding a job at any given week of about 3%. So, but this probability spiked to almost 8%, so at the exertion when the benefits run out. So the UI system is not only, lengthening the duration of unemployment spell, but also it leading to higher wages in the new job. So, for instance, a 10% increase in the replacement ratio increases the subsequent wages for about 2 to 7%. The evidence therefore confirmed the implication of the search model of unemployment. Lower search costs increase both the duration of the spell and the eventual wages. So now let's talk about the relationship between unemployment insurance and the duration of unemployment spell. The structure of the unemployment insurance system has important implications for the duration of unemployment spell. Higher replacement ratio, for instance, obviously reduce search costs. There should then be a positive correlation between the replacement ratio and the duration of the spell. This prediction of search theory has been confirmed by many studies. For instance, a 25% rise in the replacement ratio from, say, 0.4 to 0.5 increases the average duration of unemployment spell by about 15 to 25%. This was confirmed by the BLS report that a typical spell in 2017 lasted an average of 25 weeks. Reducing the replacement ratio from 0.4 to 0.3, or about 25% cut in the ratio, will reduce the average length of unemployment spell by about 5 weeks. Figure 1 displayed finding of the UI system imperfect experience rating. Unemployment insurance is funded by a payroll tax on employers. Typically, a state decided on the taxable wage base, indicating the maximum worker's salary that is subject to the UI payroll tax. This cap varies across state. For instance, in 2017, the taxable wage base in Arizona was $7,000, in Massachusetts $15,000, and in Oregon $38,400. The state also chooses a tax rate T that the firm pay on the base wages. The tax rate depends on the number of variables, including, so the general health of the state economy, the layoff history of the firm in that industry, and the firm on layoff, history. For instance, here, if you look at the graph, so we have the tax rate on the y-axis and the layoff rate in the past on the x-axis. The firm, if the firm has very little layoff below a threshold I0, the layoff is below the threshold I0, so then the firm will be assessed a very low tax of T minimum, to fund the UI, system. If the firm has many layoffs in the past above a threshold, which is T1, for instance, the firm will be assessed a tax rate, but the tax rate is capped at T maximum, T max, which is this level in that case. Now let's put the theory at work: cash bonuses and unemployment. Because of the disincentive effect of unemployment insurance benefit, there are many calls for reform of the system. Some states, for instance, have conducted experiments to see if various policy changes shorten the duration of unemployment spell. Some workers are applying for UI benefit are offered a cash bonus if they find jobs relatively quickly. Experiment consists of a random sample of unemployed workers as the treatment group, and the remaining unemployed workers compose the control group and participate in the treatment group. So application of the experiment in Illinois showed that a worker in the treatment group who found job within 11 weeks and who kept that job for at least 4 months were given a cash bonus of $500, or about 4 times the average weekly benefit. So on the other end, the application of the experiment in Pennsylvania, unemployed worker who found a job within 6 weeks were entitled to a bonus equal to 6 times the weekly benefit. So this shows that this various state will try to give cash bonuses to workers who look for job and get a job quickly, and so that they don't have to collect the unemployment insurance. So the evidence from this experiment about cash bonuses and unemployment benefit is ambiguous. On one end, unemployed workers who are offered cash bonuses have shortened unemployment spell than worker in the control group. Surprisingly, the treated worker did not end their unemployment spell quickly by accepting lower paying job. The average wage after the unemployment spell ended was essentially the same for workers in the treatment group and control group. In conclusion, offering cash incentives to find jobs quickly seems to increase the intensity of the search process to speed up the transition out of unemployment, and to achieve this without a decline in the economic status of worker. This is the end of the video about unemployment compensation. Next time we'll talk about efficiency wages revisited. Thank you.